here we are in this beautiful scenery, Maui, Hawaii, and today we're going to work on our splits pose. So grab any props you might want, maybe a blanket for folding under the knee, maybe a block for supporting under the thigh when we get to that point of full splits. Otherwise, let's start on our backs. Take yourself on down. When the back of your head kisses the earth, go ahead and draw your knees into your chest, Apanasana. Give them a little squeeze, and of course you can pull the knees out wide so you have room for your torso to rise and fall with your breath. And from here, let's meet our breath. Take a big breath in through your nose, fill your belly, inflate towards the sky. And part your lips, sigh that breath out, and feel the belly just come back down into the body. Take a deep breath in, hug your knees in, your thighs in, wherever you're grabbing. Sigh that breath out. Awesome. Go ahead and let the left leg greet the earth. Actively flex and point your toe and hug the right knee in towards your chest. And then squeeze it all the way to the outer side of your body so you can hug it in towards your armpit. We want to be opening up crossways here through the inner thighs and the hips. And we want to take the left toes, point them so you can feel your calf and your quadricep light up. Both hips are in the ground, both shoulders are in the ground. Feel free to do some ankle rolls on the right ankle. Go in one direction a few times, and then switch and go in the opposite direction. And take another big breath in, letting your belly rise towards the sky. And let that breath go. Hug that knee in a little bit tighter to your armpit. Nice. Let's switch out our legs. Take your left knee in, let the right leg go long. Squeeze your left knee around to your left armpit. Actively point your right toes so you can feel your quad and calf light up. Hug your hip bones into the ground. Your shoulders stay rooted. Feel free to add on some ankle circles again. Switching directions after a few rounds. Take a big filling breath in, fill up your belly. And then exhale that breath out and squeeze your knee in a little bit more, femur bone towards the earth. Awesome. Inhale, send both heels to the sky. Your exhale breath will let your toes flex down towards your hip creases. Plant your palms along the sides of your body into the ground. Maybe you cat claw your spread fingers into the earth, get a little grip. Just with the right leg, inhale, hover it, keeping your hips grounded. Pull your low belly, your navel down towards the earth. Then exhale, slide that leg back up to meet the left. And switch sides. Inhale, down to a hover. Keep your leg long. Maybe you point the toes if that helps. And exhale, draw the leg up to meet. Inhale, the right leg lowers to a hover, low belly in the ground. Exhale to the sky. Inhale, left leg, hover. Exhale, scissor those legs together. This time, 2 times, both legs together, shoulders down your back. Inhale, keep the legs long, keep the low belly pulling in, avoid letting the low back arch. Just go to a meeting point where you can hover. And then exhale, squeeze back up to the sky. Warming up our core. Actually, 2 more times from here. Inhale, get long, hover, and hold. Exhale, squeeze back up. And last time, front shoulders into the mat, hips down, navel to the sky. Get long with your inhale, hold. Exhale to the sky. Knees to your chest, take them wide if you'd like. Squeeze the knees towards your armpits, and then gently maybe rock a little bit side to side. Just a little organic movement here. Awesome. Go ahead and grab behind your thighs. Let's rock and roll 3, 4, or 5 times, crossing the ankles, meeting in all fours, tabletop pose. And you can always take your knees off to the side and support yourself on your journey up as well. And when we get here, just make sure your spine is nice and long. Your palms are spread wide. And your knees are under your hips. Take your right leg long behind you, activating your right glute and hamstring so you can hold up that leg with level hips, level broad shoulders. So reaching your right leg to the left across the midline, think rainbow shape, arch it over, tap the toes, and then squeeze it all the way over to the right, keeping the leg long. See if you can tap out to the side or even up towards the top of your yoga mat. 2 more times, rainbowing, using the glute and hamstring muscle. Keep the leg long, tap to the left. And then tap all the way over and around, nice circle rainbow shape all the way up, maybe getting a little higher up towards the top of your mat. And one more time, take the leg back around, keep it long. Using the glute muscles, squeeze the butt, reach up towards the top of your mat a little bit higher this time, tap, 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 and then squeeze it back, tabletop pose. Nice. Taking it to the left leg, use the glute and hamstring, hold that leg up, a bit of that donkey kick right here. Hold and squeeze the leg. Take your left leg to the right, tap the toes. Sweep it nice and long all the way over to the left. See where you can tap. Take it to the right. We've got 2 more times. Trying to get a little bit higher on that tap towards the top of your mat, keeping the leg long, opening the hips right here. Take it over to the right. Here is our last time. Sweep it to the left. Try to tap towards the top of your mat. Tap, and then take it back. Tabletop pose. Tuck your toes, maybe sway the hips side to side. Shimmy in circles if you want a little bit of lovin' for the outer hips. When you're ready, downward facing dog, hips to the sky, actively pressing through your palms. Soften your neck, pedal out your dog a little bit right here. Finding your deep breath in, spreading the ribs, belly inflates. Sighing your breath out, just deflating, creating a little more space in your body. Shift the weight to your left foot. Inhale, sweep your right leg up and back. Long line of energy. Avoid hunching the shoulders into the ears. Actively press up. Draw your navel towards your spine. Breathe in. Get longer. Exhale, scorpion dog. Heel towards your glute. Bend your knee up towards the sky. Distribute the weight between both shoulders, both palms equally. Take an inhale. And exhale, low lunge. Step your palm, or your foot rather, between your palms. And here's where you can bring in a little blanket or double fold your mat as we bring the back knee down. So you want to support that knee however you need. Maybe you untuck the toes. Slowly walk your palms up towards your thigh on the right side. So you want to think of scissoring the legs. Pull your left hip forward in line with your right. Draw the femur bones together as you're active here. Shoulders soft and stacked over your hips. Soften your facial muscles. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, keep your hips together as you lower forward and down, really opening up the left hip flexor and groin. Pressing through your foot, using the right quad. Inhale, rise back up, still scissoring the legs. Exhale, melt forward and down. Inhale, press up, rise up, hug the inner thighs. Last time, let it count, let it feel good. Exhale, melt. Awesome. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, plant your palms to frame your foot. Here is our half splits. Try to keep the hips together, lined up, left hip and left knee. And extend and crawl those right toes forward so you can let the heel rest on the ground. And then actively flex your toes towards your heart. We want to think of flexing from the little toe to the outer leg and the big toe to the inner leg. So you just got every single toe lit up. And you can always, if you have any wrist issues here, push your palms into little fists on the ground or on blocks, whatever feels right. Inhaling to reach long through the crown of your head to let your belly expand. And let that exhale really release all the breath from your body, giving you a little more space to fold towards your shin. And find another inhale breath, filling up. This time as you exhale, see if you can melt your nose more towards your chin, maybe even tapping or kissing your leg. And then inhale, come up, plant the sole of your foot, shimmy forward, knee over ankle. You want to kind of rock onto the top of the knee on the left side, and then bring the heel towards the booty. Cat grabs tail, it's a quad stretch. Plant your left palm under your left shoulder, press into the thumb and index finger, and take your right palm, sweep it over and back, capture the foot, hug the heel towards the glute to get that quad activation, and then round both shoulders forward so that they're square and broad. And just breathe here. You can control the amount you pull. You bend your elbow, pull in, stretch your quad. Let it feel good. I'm just taking another breath in. On your exhale, softly release your toes. Let them float back to the ground. Plant your right palm under your shoulder, frame your foot. Tuck those back toes, lift the knee, and slowly rise up to a crescent lunge. Right knee over the ankle. You can walk up to your thigh, whatever it takes. Rise up. You can leave your hands at your hips, your thigh, hands to heart, or reach them for the sky. And draw your navel in and up. Got bugs around me, so I might swat occasionally. It's all good. Press your right big toe into the ground to stabilize your shape. Lift your back heel high. Hug your femur bones together so you're scissoring the legs. Take a breath in. Stay and soften your face. Breath out. This time as you inhale, straighten your front leg. Keep scissoring the legs. And when you exhale, we're going to find that halfway bend in the torso. Sweep your arms behind you. High five the earth. Roll your shoulders down your back. So you might notice your triceps are activating. Draw the little fingers together. Pull your belly in and up. Left hip forward, right hip back so the hips can be lined up. High on the back heel. Now let's flow those two shapes together. Inhale, crescent lunge. Slowly rise up, rebending the front knee, shoulders over hips. Exhale, fly it back, straighten your front leg, more of a pyramid pose. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, fly it back. One more time, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, fly it back and pause here. Stay breath in. Stay breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your palms either to your shin or the ground. Stay with the legs. And breathe here a couple times. Try to keep high on that back heel. You'll notice mine staying lifted. My hips are square, my shoulders are square. Breathe in, fill up, get length in your spine. Let the exhale deflate the belly, fold your nose towards your shin. One more inhale. One more breath out. Nice. With this inhale, finding a bit of that halfway lift, plant your palms. As you exhale, it's downward facing dog. See if you can lift your foot without sliding and dragging it on your mat, and step it back. Take a breath here, pedal it out. When we move to our other side, shift the weight to your right foot. Inhale, sweep your left leg up and back. Long line of energy. Press through your palms. Take the weight out of your shoulder girdle. Get higher up through the toes. Breathe in. And exhale your scorpion dog. Bend the knee up towards the sky. Heel towards glutes. Weight is distributed equally between both of your palms, both of your shoulders. Breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your palms. And bring your back knee gently to the ground. Pat it if you need to pat it. Slowly walk the palms up to your thigh, one palm on top of the other. Start scissoring the legs together. Get strong right there in the inner thighs, the groins. Soften your shoulders. Pull your belly in and up to your spine. Take an inhale, get taller. Exhale, melt. Let the hips come forward in equal measure together. Inhale, press through your left foot. Rise up, quad is active. Exhale, melt. Inhale, rise up. You'll notice that glute med lighting up right here. Exhale, melt. Nice. Inhale, rise up. Scissor the femurs together. And exhale, plant your palms on the ground. Here's your half splits. Gently toe heel the left foot forward so you can reach the toes up towards the sky and then flex them back to your heart. You want your left heel, knee, and hip all in one nice long line. And again, if you have wrist issues here, go ahead and use any blocks or blankets, any padding, or make fists. We want the shoulders soft out of your ears. Breathing in always to create space and try to find length. And then that exhale from your hip creases lets you fold, drawing your nose and forehead towards your shin. You want the hips to be level still, right hip forward, left hip back, deep stretch in the hamstring. One more inhale. Let this exhale fold you your deepest. And inhale, rise your spine back up, plant your left foot. Your exhale for your cat grabs tail, hinge so you're rooted forward onto the top of your back knee, your right knee rather. Take your left palm back. Capture your foot. hug the heel towards your booty. Get that nice quad stretch. And then pull your left shoulder forward in line with your right, so your shoulders are square, and then soften them from your ears. And as you're pressing into your right palm in the ground, try to let that weight be equal between left foot, right palm, and press more into the right thumb and index finger than you would on that pinky finger side, just to protect the wrists a little bit. Breathe in, and on your exhale, softly release your back leg to the ground. Nice. Plant your left palm, plant your right toes, lift your right knee. Inhale, crescent lunge. Here it is. Slowly rise up, slow and steady. Really press and root that left big toe into the ground and lift your right heel high over your toes. Soften your gaze. Take in the sounds. One breath in. One breath out. Nice. So inhale, straighten that front leg, finding our pyramid pose variation. High on the back toes, shimmy and scissor your legs, breath in. On your exhale, find that halfway fold, fly your palms back. Remember to light up your triceps, draw your shoulders down your back, hug the triceps together, and followed by the little fingers, pull them together and lift the palms just a little bit. Scissor the legs, high on the back toes. Soften the left knee as much as you need. Even if you're bending it, that's fine. It's all about getting into these shapes slowly but surely. Nice. So inhale, crescent lunge, rebend the knee, shoulders over hips, high on the back toes, belly to spine. And exhale, straighten your leg, find that pyramid variation, fly, reach through the crown of your head, chin slightly tucked. Inhale, crescent rise. Hug your inner thighs, exhale, hinge. Inhale, scissor the femurs together. And exhale, here it is, hold. Stay breath in. Stay breath out. Last inhale. Keep the legs, exhale, palms either to your shin or slide them down to the earth or blocks, whatever it takes. Stay in this shape. Keep your back heel high. You've got it. Take that inhale. Reach through the crown. And exhale, hinge at your hip creases. Fold in towards your shin. One more breath in. Create space. Scissor the legs. Right hip forward. Exhale, melt. Nice. Plant your palms. Inhale. Find about a halfway lift in your spine. And then exhale your down dog. Try to lift the foot without dragging it across your mat. Nice. It's some core work. Pedal it out. Inhale. Open your mouth. Sigh the hot air out. Exhale. Nice, friends. Let's meet in the middle of the mat. So walk the palms back slightly. Step the feet forward slightly. Find a halfway lift. Breath in, belly to spine. And fold all the way in half. Breath out. Nice. Now, inhale back to a halfway lift. Palms are under your shoulders, so walk to where you can get comfortable here. Root in your right foot, rather your left foot. Take your right foot back. So one leg halfway lift. Using the booty and the hamstring, again, to hover your leg in space. Reach long through those toes. Remember our rainbow? Here we go. Again, look to the left side. Shimmy the right foot to the left. You don't have to touch the ground, but if you can, fine. And then squeeze it all the way up using the glute. Keep the leg long. Take it to the right. Try to tap forward a little bit into the top of your mat. 2 more times. Lift, keep the leg long. Make a rainbow shape. Use that exhale to squeeze the leg to the top. Take it back across. 1 more time. All the way up and over. Tap to the left, towards the left. And exhale all the way to the right. Can you tap towards the top of your mat? A little more. Nice. Now take it back through the midline. Hold. Think of a donkey kick, but we're just going to squeeze the glute, keep the leg long. Lift. Lift. Stabilize on the left leg for 4, 3, 2, little burn, 1. Hold right there. Standing splits. Let's try to walk our palms back towards the left leg. Reach the right toes up a little higher. You can always work on balance. Take one of your palms around your ankle or both. Try to bow the crown of your head towards the ground. Nose towards your shin. Reach your toes for the sky. Last inhale. And on your exhale, bring both feet to the ground. Forward fold. You can bend the knees, maybe walk your hands left and right, whatever feels good. Nod your head, no and yes. Let's find a halfway lift. Hold again. Inhale, halfway lift. Pause here and just breathe regularly. Whoo! Plant your palms under your shoulders. That might mean walking slightly forward. Root down in your right foot. Lift the left leg to the sky. Whoo! Sweep it up. Hold in space. Make sure your weight's distributed between both of your palms. And of course, you could be up on blocks. Rainbows. Taking that left leg to the right. Squeeze the glute. Keep the leg long. Tap over. Squeeze it up. Rainbow it all the way back to the left side. Twice more, reach over to the right. Squeeze up long through the top. Try to tap a little higher towards the top of your mat. Boom. Take it back last time to the right. Here we go to the left. Can you reach towards the top of your mat? Maybe to your hand, maybe a little higher. Tap, tap, tap. Woo! Take it all the way back and hover it. Hover that left leg long, back from the hip socket. Squeeze the left glute, squeeze the leg. Lift. Fill it in the butt. Let it burn for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing splits. Walk your palms back towards your right foot. Lift the left leg overhead. Now, if you need to, you can always draw the knees together and then rocket that left leg up, kind of to reset the hips. Maybe you work on the balance, one palm grabbing or both palms grabbing your ankle. Crown of head bows towards the mat. Maybe you kiss your shin or bring your nose to touch. Nice. Last breath in. Reach your toes to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Gently bring your toes down. Woo! Bend the knees if you'd like. Rest your torso. Sway side to side. Crown of head towards the ground. Nice. Now inhale. Halfway lift. Straighten everything. Get long. And exhale, fold. Awesome, friends. Last little move here in Malasana. Take your feet wide. Heels in. Toes out. Yogi Squat. Bring your palms to your heart. Press your elbows into the inner thighs. You might be up a lot more. You might be down quite low. It's fine. You can always sit on a block. If you have any ankle issues, you can always put folded up towels under your heels. It'll help with the ankles. Nice. Just take a moment to breathe. Acknowledge all the work you've done, all the stretching, all that self-love, all that self-care. So last little bit of fire. You're gonna press through the feet, lift the hips up to where you have to really hold and engage. Your elbows are on the inside. Keep your spine long. Nice side view here. We're just gonna bop the booty up and down. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Keep the spine long, like I said. Just 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice. Palms go down. You can bring your knees in, coming back to a seat or a tabletop pose. Whew. Whatever feels right. So we're ready for splits, full splits. Half splits is where it's at too. You can stay there and just work on that. Get your body, gently into the motions. So from our tabletop, taking the right foot forward, familiar shape right here, that crescent moon shape. Walking towards your half splits, creeping the right toes forward, starting to bring the heel down, the toes up, and start to bring the left leg back. We want to keep scissoring the inner thighs together. So you can untuck those back toes. Slowly find yourself lowered wherever you get to. You can always place a block under the right thigh. Now, keeping in mind the shoulders over hips, the low belly staying engaged. Pull that navel in and up. Just slowly get to where you're going to go and try to hang out. Soft shoulders. Soften the muscles of your face and breathe. And then, when you're ready to come out, and you can always pause the video here and hold for longer. When you're ready to come out, shimmy to the right hip. Gently bring and swing the left leg forward and around to meet the right. Nice. In staff pose, plant your palms by your hips. Long spine, long legs. Breathe in and out. Awesome. So I'm going to shimmy back to my right hip and come back to tabletop pose from here after resetting the legs there. And now we do the left side. When you're ready, take your left foot forward, slowly finding half splits, creep the toes forward. Maybe you stay here, maybe you bring your block in, start getting ready under the left thigh or hip, and start to take the back leg, the right leg behind you, untuck the toes so they're straight out of your hip socket. Hug the inner thighs, bring your palms, walk them to your hips so you can get a nice long spine. You might be upright, maybe you come down and touch the earth, We want to keep pulling the right hip forward, the left hip back. Keep everything a nice, long, stable line. Square your hips, pull your belly in and up. You might notice big or little differences from side to side. Just things to be aware of in the body. Find your breath. And again, you can stay here for longer. Maybe you add in a forward fold over the front leg after if you want a little up level. Maybe you find that cat grabs tail with the back leg. Work on that. And when you're ready, shift onto that left hip. Swing the right leg forward to come out. Staff pose one more time. Just get active and long. You can flex your toes back. Walk your heels forward. Nice long spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, friends, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here and joining me, and I hope that your journey into splits is amazing. Thanks and take care. Till next time, namaste.